All right, it's another excellent morning from Raymer Wood. Thank y'all for visiting me today. We have a little carnage that's happened over the last week. I don't know exactly when it happened. This is over at Bill's place, who lives on our property out here. And he said we got a little tree that's down. And this is really close to my wood yard over here. There's some pretty large trees kind of right here at the border. That pine, and I believe it's a pin oak. And I don't know what kind of tree this is. I'll have to do a little bit more research on this. I don't think it's a white oak. I have to figure it out. Anyway, large trees here, all the way down to here, this border. And then just on the other side, this is what Bill's done. Bill's done a ton of cleanup work over here for me, which is really nice. That way I kind of see what I'm working with this tree. Okay. I mean, the branches are pretty large themselves. Pretty large. Probably about 12 inch diameter, that one. Maybe like 8 or 9 inches. This one, and then the other one's probably another. It's up there, kind of right where it splits off. That's probably 16 inches or so right there. So, and the base of it is probably, I'm guessing, about 22 inches or so diameter, that tree. Maybe larger. But here's kind of the clearing over here. It's real pretty out here. I don't get to show y'all this part of the property, just on the other side of my wood yard, but it's beautiful over here. I mean, it is real nice. Real nice. It used to be a horse pasture. I think before that it was a tobacco field, I believe. It's pretty over here. There's Bill's house right in there. Then this is there's a nuclear power plant. Look at that. All right, anyway, through here, and then there, it's my wood yard. I mean, I could put wood all the way. I have plenty of space to put tons of wood, y'all. But anyway, just want to show y'all that. So we have but we have a border of trees here, of large trees. Okay, right through here, some pines, hardwoods, cedar. Pretty cool. Eastern red cedar. So I've got a lot of cleanup to do, and I'm gonna try and figure this out. And I am not gonna do anything here at the base of the trunk of this tree here. You can see how it's rotted up there. And that's what happened. Looks like had some root rot is what I'm guessing. So I don't know how much good wood we can get out of this. Hopefully a lot. I hope. So it's a pretty large tree. Pretty large tree there. So I'm not gonna do anything with this. I mean, if I can get this part off, but then this part over here is gonna be kind of hung up in this tree. That branch coming off is gonna be more than likely hung up in that tree. So it's just kind of a really dangerous tree right now. I don't think it's gonna take much. Kind of see where it's split right there. Split right in here. I don't think it's gonna take much to pull that off. Maybe it will. What I'm gonna do first, all this stuff is all jumbled together here. And I think I'm gonna try and pull this guy off with a rope puller. If I can kind of get it off one at a time. See, it's wedged in there. It's got a little fork. It's got a fork right here. So if I pulled the other fork away, I don't know if that's gonna do anything. It'd be nice if I can pick this part up right here. That'd be nice. That would be nice. There's just a lot of pressure, a lot of weight down here. If I start bucking down here, that could be a big problem. Who knows what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna try the best as I can is just pull it away. I think I'm gonna try and pull it. I gotta figure out which way to pull it. I'm probably gonna pull it that direction because I have a tree over there I can anchor this rope puller. Here's the leaves. I think it's a pin oak, y'all. I think it's a pin oak. Pretty sure. Kind of looks like a turkey oak also, right? Maybe. Here's another good, this is a better one to look at. I think it's a pin oak. Any acorns around? I'll show you what the acorns look like. No. No acorns. Anyway, that's some good wood right there. So this is gonna give me a lot of firewood just from these kind of branches. This is a pretty good sized branch right here. Give you a little different angle what this looks like. Some massive ditches over here. Look at this. A lot of the branch cleanup work Bill did. It's a lot of it. So I think if I pull, you know what would be nice if I could, that branch right there, if I could pull that up and over, I know it would come off, but it's wedged in there. I'm just gonna have to figure out what's the best way to do this here. It's not on there great. I think that I can pull it off of there. I just don't know. I don't know. All right, well, let's try to do something instead of sit here and talk about it forever. So I'm going to, I gotta figure out the best place to find an anchor point here. I think I'm gonna use this tree because I think the other tree is just too far away over there. So this will probably be my anchor point right here. I think I'm safe. That's about 25 feet away from that tree. So let's go ahead and get started and do this. I'd never tried to do a tree this large with the rope puller. I know it's only like a 2,000 pound puller, but I will be pulling the ends here. I'm obviously not gonna do anything with the trunk. I mean, towards where it split off up there. I'm gonna be doing it down here, and I'm gonna see how well that works. All right, so we will get started. You got a decent view this morning of the tree. The sun's kind of, not really in your face. That's why I have you there. If I put you over there, the sun would be in your face, and back there, you wouldn't be able to see a whole lot. So I think that's a decent spot for you. Like I said, a lot of stuff going on here. Who knows what's going to happen, but we will do our best and hopefully get some good footage. Nice and safe, hopefully. All right, this is the Mazdam rope puller, 2,000 pounds, I believe, is what it's rated for. See how well it works. We can use it as an anchor point, a tree not too far away, like I said, about 25 feet or so away. And I'm going to start pulling on this area, this end branch over here first. I know that it's forked off right there. So I figure maybe if I pull it enough, it'll kind of it'll bring that other fork up and over is what I'm hoping. There's a tiny little branch up there, a little stub, about a foot long, that may catch it up. But I figure if I can do this and kind of roll that branch off, I think it'll work okay. We'll see. I'm gonna put this fella around the tree, and this is what will anchor my rope puller to the tree. All right, put this around the base of the tree. Like I said, that's a large tree that I'm anchoring it to back there. Probably a 2 foot in diameter yellow pine. Okay. My tree saver here, okay, is not long enough to fit around that tree, that big old pine behind you. So we have to look at another, because I need these two to meet, so then I could put my anchor point into the rope puller. So I may have to figure out a different place to put it, because that pine is so big. The tree way down here, I just don't know, it might be too far away. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Way down here, that rope puller, that rope is, I can't remember, 150 feet maybe 200 feet. I can't remember what it was, but it is long, thankfully, because I may need it for this particular application here. Look how far away we are now. This tree right here. Let me see if it works first. Let's see if it'll reach this far. Yeah, got plenty of room. Plenty of room. All right, bring y'all a little closer. Like I said, I don't know how well this is gonna work, but we'll try this first. If this doesn't work, then we'll try something else out. But this fork right here, I'm trying to pull it this way. And I'm hoping that maybe that other fork right there will come over this branch, and then we'll be free. It's first attached, so we have to unattach it first. All right, plan A didn't work, so now we'll go to plan A-1, A, lowercase a. All right, we're going to plan A-1, -A-I. That's where we're going. That's our next plan. good size little branch. It's probably about 8 inches, something like that. Okay, so I'm gonna start nibbling some off of this long branch over here. Wish me luck. Say a prayer. Mark it first at 16 inches, and then I'll start bucking kind of one at a time near the end of the log, the branch. All right, y'all, here comes the dangerous part so far. I'm gonna start bucking here, just kind of piece by piece. I'm telling you, it's barely hanging on back there against the trunk of the tree, which I'm telling you, it's about 3 feet in diameter. This is a monster tree. At least 3 feet. So, let's see if this does anything. And if not, then I guess I'll just keep working my way to this other branch over here. I would just like to get rid of this branch if I can. That way, if I do something with this dead branch over here, that branch doesn't swing towards me. It starts to go off the trunk, get off the trunk, and turn towards me. That'd be awful. So I'd like to get this far end branch cut down first, bucked up, at least as much as I can, safely. Well, y'all, I got some terrible news. You missed it. You missed me kind of tripping over these guys right here. I was bucking, what was I bucking? This guy right here. This branch coming off of here. I was bucking that one. Okay. Bucking that one up. And as I finished kind of doing the undercut, because there was a lot of weight on it, a lot of tension, I saw the whole tree starting to move. The whole tree. And so I got away from it and I about tripped over this branch right here with my saw in my hand. So another rookie mistake. Get rid of the debris close to where you're bucking so you can have a safe passage away, safe exit. So another mistake, but it didn't hurt me. But I certainly learned from it. Once again, I know better than that, but I thought I would have enough room. But I just wasn't thinking, and I just took off and just about tripped and fell over with the saw in my hand on that branch right there. Because that's a big old tree that was coming at me a little bit. It did roll this way, which I wanted to roll that way. That's why I was hesitant to buck up this branch right here. I had a feeling it was going to start to roll that way. So it'll make my job a little easier, but it's still hung up quite a bit. And I'll show you. I'm not going to get under the tree, under the branch that peeled off the tree here. But I will show you, it's just not a lot hanging on. You know, just not a lot. Let's see, I can't get any closer when I do the video, unfortunately. I can't zoom in. But yeah, that's still a ton of weight on these branches. But that definitely helped me a lot, because now I can roll this branch that's got the fork in it. I can roll that off. I think with the, well, at least I can buck some of this up and then I can roll it off, I think, with my rope puller. So ran out of storage. I can't even believe it. It's the worst. I put my stuff on CapCut, and I got to remember to delete that stuff off CapCut. And I got to look at YouTube too. I think it gobbles up a lot of my storage. Anyway, that's a bummer. Wish I could have seen me trip and almost fall on my saw. Bucked up those logs, those rounds, these rounds, out of gas. It's a good stopping point. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put these in a pile. This is like Craig's cords. Y'all love doing this, and outdoors in the 608 Jeremiah, I love stacking them like this in rounds and then splitting them. So I'll do it. Some of these are a little crooked. This wood might be dry. This is off a dead branch. Y'all think about that. See this one? Not really any moisture in it, doesn't look like it. We'll see when I split it open. Super punky on the outside. There's a little moisture in it.